Bulbapedia, tropical plants. One Venusaur in the first movie. Typical Charmander name that I would have named it when I was 9. Charcoal Char. Held item. Fire Drake from Dragon Rider. Sea Bubble, just a cutesy little water type name. Tsunami, it looks like the waves crashing on the tail. Bowser, looks like Bowser. Bookworm, it's a worm. Pod people, it's a pod. And it's like trapped in there. Fly-F, that's what I randomly named a Butterfree over 10 years ago. Chocolate, it looks like that shriveled up grandma from SpongeBob. Hakuna. Warhead's the candy, and just fighter, war, I don't know, random. Zephyr, light breeze, Twister, little tornado, hurricane, giant storm, candle burner, the teeth can open, whatever. Secretive Nim, the mouse thing, arrowhead, Spearow, arrow. This is exhausting. Pitchfork, sharp, snake eating itself, snake mythology, Puka, that one surfing peak. Raijin, the god of thunder, mosaic tiles, looks like pincushion and a little spiky back. Connie means rabbit. Finish. Aqua Bunny, it's that one famous Nidorina. Highness, royalty. Boo means bunny or rabbit. Fuchsia, that's the color it is. Paragon, that Godzilla guy. Spiff, Spaceman Spiff from Calvin and Hobbes. Major Tom, space related. Pixie sticks. Candy. 9,000 years, it's actually 1,000 years that you get cursed, but 9 because 9 tails. Kickball, I just want to kick it. Wawa whoopsie. Look out, they come at you in the caves. Blood donor. Vampire bat. Plum, it looks like a little plum. Pumeha, random name I came up with 10 years ago. Erica, her signature Pokemon. The type of mushroom, but I misnamed it back in the day. It steals the soul. Mothball, it's a little moth. The light, they go into the light. Dig Dog, that arcade game. Whack-a-mole, the arcade game. Newer, older. Meowmix. Duh. Cleopatra, just sounds like a cat name for this. Cyborg, that one website. DuckTales, it's Duck. Penelope, the pig. The girl whose nose was like a pig nose in that one movie. More pigs, a Sabbath song. Puppy. The movable fairy character, or generic puppy. Legend, thought to be legendary back in the day. 2009 name. The first Pokemon merch I ever had was Bouncy Ball before I knew about Pokemon. He's an angry frog. Tricks, Magic, here we go. Magic, named after it. Prestige, that one movie with Christian Bale. Chop. Mac, like over half of their names was just like the first 3 or 4 letters of every Pokemon name, and it was so obnoxious. But this is one of the ones that I kept because I was too lazy to think of a better name. Blackbolt, expert fighting. Tallgrass, that one animation where he's like, I'm strolling through the tall grass. Krusty looks like Krusty Clown. Man-Eater eats James. Galaxar, that one thing from Monsters vs. Aliens. That one guy when I was but a squidling. He's T-Rex cities in the intro. Pet Rock is just a little rock pet. Ben 10, that one guy with 4 arms. Landslide, crumbling rocks. One Trick Pony, it's a pony. Last Unicorn. Animal Unicorn from Lord of the Rings, and that one band that I like, P-Brain, he's dumb. Socrates, ironic because he's dumb. French Fry, 2010 name. Vizap, 2010 name. Uchimai, Evan Polka, Leak Spin. Clarence, that one meme with the Whippin' Bow faced Dodo. Be Strong Clarence. Alphacopter, people are like, how can he fly? And they're like, oh, maybe the head spin around. It's like a come on. Internet joke, and so is Alphacopter. Ice Cap, Ice, Sub-Zero, Ice. McDougas, he looks like Grimace from Happy Meal, whatever. McDonald's. Landfill, Muck. It's a pearl, it's black. Oyster, blue oyster. Orbs, or those little orbs that show up in old pictures. King Boo, he's a ghost, like King Boo with no body. Just Wilfrey, looks like Wilfrey from Drawn to Life. Oh my god, I'm so tired. What am I doing? Really? He looks like Patrick when he stepped in the chocolate in that one competition episode. Olympic Games, whatever. people, cookie, Kingpin, Bowling Ball Pin, Lux Ball, Wilson from Castaway, Scrambled Eggs, It's Coconuts and Their Heads, Phone Bone from Bone Comics, Bone Napper from How to Train Your Dragon. It looks like his legs are like springs and he can just bounce into the sky like moon shoes. It looks like a Togepi watching a dodo taking a poo-poo, Laffy Taffy Tongue, Zack and Weezy, Dragon House, Don Quixote. It's random, but there's like this Don Quixote at Disney painted on the wall. That's it. KO Master 2009 name because he can learn one can hit KO moves like Horn Drill and Fissure. Oh my god. It's your lucky day, you found a chance. Medusa, Origin, I suppose it. Katie No Pocket, that one book. Melody from SpongeBob. The Seahorse, Seabiscuit, the famous thingy, I don't care. Racing Horse, that one movie, oh my god, I have to go look that up. It's like Brat's lips. It looks like a Dorito. It has a, looks like it got burned in the sun. It has a jump shot. It's a freak. Grim Reaper has a scythe. Opera singer plus Oprah equals Oprah. Cityscape, one card that I loved. Oh god, I'm so tired. Gorgor, that pinball machine, and that Halloween song that I like. Kind of. Death Grip, he'll grip you in a death grip. Bull grip. His tails are like whoops, and he's a bull and a name. Don't get me started. Tiamat. Lorelei signature Pokemon, basically Duplica and Ditto Show. The anime slash Let's Find Pokemon. Evolution Evian. The drink. Electricity. The guy from Howl's Moving Castle, the little fire guy. Geometric shapes. Twitch Plays Pokemon. Myth of the Kraken guy. Devonian period. Time period. Samurai. Kabuto is like a helmet thing, so 65 million years back. Dino Squad. Inside joke. Lazy Bud 2009 name. Arctic. This is before I was saying with the dumb names. I just took off the couple last letters. CO, so I don't remember. Just random origin. Wyvern from Bakugan. Why is it so hard to talk right now? He makes storms in that movie. Mewtwo's a clone of it and you can learn transform and stuff. Herb. It's a plant. Littlefoot from Horton. Orchid. Neck. Spots in the back and it's hot spot. Open flames on the back. Mount Fuji. Eruption. Toaster. It's Toadota. Caveman. Looks like it's wearing one of those caveman sashes. Gatorade. The drink. Blue Gatorade. Sabubu just goes another ringtail. Tornado, it's a noodle for peg leg, one leg. It looks like it has one leg. Wise owl, bed bugs in your bed. He learns Comet Punch, I don't freaking know. Search the web. Is this by your buried in that one myth? Nosferatu, that one movie thing. Snorks. That one Smurfs spin-off thingy. Submarine, you can dive underwater. Lemonade, that's just the color that it is. Stardust, little star-shaped thing. Eggly Butt. That was one of the original names that I just kept because I was too lazy. Eggbird, that one chick, Beanie Baby. It's just eggs, so fairly odd, It's a very odd, it's fairly odd looking. We're probably that Native American symbol. Golden Fleece, Odyssey, whatever. And it's golden color and it has fleece. Bo Peep, lost her sheep, lighthouse. It helps out in the lighthouse. Sour Patch. It's like in a patch of flowers in that one scene. The hidden garden, and then it's like sour colored. Peekaboo, the myth. Worldwide, Breezes. It's that funny name writer entry. Embargo on 2009 name that I have no idea where I come up with. Potting Green. We had in town a Potting Green. and the logo was a frog and the eyes were swirls and it looked like Polytoad. Polypip, a random word from an old comic of a random little bean looking thing. And it's like hop pip, poppy pip, just made me think of it. Zippity doodah, skip to my root, zippity doodah, I don't freaking know. Q-tip, cotton Q-tips on the body. Boots from Dora. Cotton-eyed Joe, I don't know, make cotton something flower, I don't know. Buttercup, type of flower, looks like it. Yamaha flute, and it looks like they were on a satellite dish. Just the antenna feeler thingies. Lord of the Bog. Swamp, Quagmire Bog. Pandora and Nyx, some mythology thing. Baba Yaga the Witch, Foot Leg Witch, House, Crow Leg thing. Oh my god, it's so sleep derived. Galileo, you know, whatever, philosophers. Green Ribbon, that scary story with that I just remembered recently. That used to creep me the heck out. And one of the stories was called The Green Ribbon. And it's this girl, and she had a ribbon around her neck her whole life. And then at the end, on her deathbed, she takes off the ribbon and her head falls off. The letters of the alphabet, they're all mixed together, dream pool. This is really obscure to ever get this reference. In The Lion King, when Scar, at the beginning of the movie, when Scar's walking away from Mufasa, he says, I'm afraid I'm about to shatter into the dream pool, and we always thought it said dream pool, but it said gene pool, and that just looks like an unamused face that would be saying that. The connection is really such a stretch, I don't even freaking, this one, I can't rename it, and I don't feel like catching another one, and I wanted those three unknowns to only be here, because I already caught all the other ones in my other game. Test Dummy looks like a Punch and Bake Test Dummy thing. I Spy, Palindrome. I associate the word palindrome with the I Spy series because of one page. Scissorhands looks like. Never mind. Juice, Shuckle Juice. Godzilla character. Maybe if I whisper it's easier. Random, like Secret Agent Private Eye. I don't know. Ring Bear, Ring Bear. I always thought it was Ring Bear, but it's Ring Bearer. Obviously, Big Dipper. Pasta sauce, it looks like it. Chef Boyardee, that's soup. Swine flu feels the mountains on his back. Horse is sitting by the bay, and then eBay, it's an old name. Hitchhiker, he hitches a ride. Davy Jones, this white guy. Like an octopus guy with octopus face. FedEx ships your delivery. Ships your packages, merman. It's merman. It's actually supposed to be mermaid, but that wasn't enough. Super Scrummery, that Let's Player, and thing. Stupid 2012 name, Atlantis. Lost City. It's like fabled dragon, legendary underwater. Heffalump, Bonnie the Pooh. Ab wheel, we had these wheels that are called ab wheels in the basement. They look like Don Van Way's rolling around. Looks like one of those dipping birds, and it's based on that. It creates mirages. Snoopy looks like in kind of the nose boot camp. He's in training. Dreidel, top. Spinning Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. Dora looks like Dora. Plug and play, plug it in and play. Spitballs, he spits little fireballs. Dairy Queen. It's a cow dairy. Joy brings joy. And there's Nexu. A Star Wars thing that I recently remembered the name of, or looked it up and saw. It's like these cat tiger monsters. Hey, is that Japanese or Chinese? I don't know. They call it dog. I'm not even gonna eat dirt. That was gonna be a Tyranitar. This is 2012 name, and I just kept it because I don't freaking care. It was gonna be named that because of Icicle Tyranitar. Reptar, duh. I was telling about that stupid name, Sky Emperor. okay type of gecko. It's like he's brought back to life because he dies at the end of the story. Evergreen Forest. That bird from Peanuts. Kung Fu Chicken, Fahrenheit, really hot. Associate very heat. Mud pies, just make a mud pie like in the sand. We used to play at the toy pontoon. I don't. Okay, this is really random. At work, there's this lady. When we were all in that 1G5 room cleaning the Pappers. We were all in this circle, and they put together 2 round tables, and 2 white round tables, and then the old lady, who's like temporarily working there, this was like a couple months ago, with a cane, and then she's like, oh, this is so fun, it feels like we're all chatting on a pontoon or something. And then it was funny, because then later on, like a couple weeks later, she brought up that her and her husband are getting a pontoon, so it's like she had pontoon on the mind. And then she like brings it up all the time. I don't work with her anymore. Tidal Wave, OG 2009 name based on Super Skarmory Let's Play. Hyena from The Lion King. Black Sabbath. Little Rascals. Egg the Last Airbender. Looks like he has an arrow on his head because he does. It's a worm. And Matilda is where I thought of that word. Mildew and mold. Spring cleaning and fall sweeping. Dish duck. Myth. Looks like it. It looks like those magic vases. Just type in magic trick vase. It looks like it exactly on the top. I did speed paint with that song with Musleaf. And he's like a little wild man. Nutcracker looks like one. And nuts, get it? It's nut, acorn. Cuckoo clock. Fast tailwind ability, and he has long tails, stringies. Pico from the games. Stanley, my old pelican monster character that I kind of based on Pelipper. It has a bowl cut, type of ballet. Maneuver, au revoir, whatever, goodbye. Moonskater, that one song by Shadowfax that made me think of a surskit or a little water spider skimming around on the surface. It looks like a scary Zangoose face kind of, but it's just a facade. Mushrooms in Mario gives you a 1-up or whatever. I don't know, I don't play that crap. 2009 name based on Super Skarmory. He sleeps. He's a wild thing. Yeah, where the wild things are, just like a wild monster guy. Doesn't even look like a hippo, donkey. I mean, gorilla, Donkey Kong, King Kong. He's albino. Some cool ninja name. Look at this hole in the back to lose your soul. Plugging its ears. Other ones I named Ocarina and stuff, because it looks like a little ocarina. Loudmouth. 2010 name that I based on Bubble Bass from SpongeBob, because he kind of reminds me of it somehow. The one with the episode with the pickles under the tongue. Diary of a Wimpy Kid or whatever, loaded diaper. This is obscure. This is so obscure. No one would ever, if anyone ever got this reference, I would be so surprised. Okay. Rugrats in Paris. There's a scene where Angelica is dancing with sumo wrestlers, and the lyrics that we always used to laugh at was "Eat all the cookies in plain sight" while they're dancing. Like, it was just funny with the visuals. I'll have to look at that again. It was really funny. To my 8-year-old self. That's the color, and it's a baby. This is also obscure. Men at the museum. There's a Moai statue or Easter Island head, and he says, "Hey dum dum, gimme gum gum." So yeah. Sagwa character. A weird furry documentary I watched about like old school original furries, and there was this an original species called Skilter, and it kind of reminds me of Dobby elf guy, no face. It reminds me of like a weird spirited away creature, and then no face on the back. I don't know. Fido, little rough skeleton looking thing. Damage Inc. 2013 name. When I was really into Metallica, and that was like the heaviest song I ever heard, and then he's a heavy iron guy, so it's like an onion. It looks like it has boobs. And then Bulldog that cartoon to disguise it, so I don't just call it boobs. Little static shock. Sega game system. This kind of looks like a sharp Sega looking powerful. Protons, electrons, plus and minus. Positive and negative. Crimson chin or the crimson red color. Muse. Goddesses. Flower bouquet. Sticky tag, little sticky guy. Fedora, Godzilla monster. Lockjaw, chompy jaws, and it'll lock you. Shipwreck, keep you found around ship. Tugboat, little tiny tugboat, and then giant Titanic. Ragu. This is so obscure. Oh my god. So in 2009 there was a misheard lyrics Pokemon Numa on YouTube. There was Numa misheard lyrics Pokemon version. And so for Numa they did Numo and then one of the scenes in a different YouTube video of Numa they did Ragu Sledding Day. So it's just a weird connection that I made for something. And then Ragu is red, he's a fire type, so kiln. Those big oven things that you cremate. What's the word? Ceramic. What's the verb? Ceramitize. I can't think of the verb. Furnace, same kind of thing. Furnace room. Piggly Wings, Jakers, he's a pig. Fortuna, Lady Fortuna from The Last Unicorn. It looks like a lava lamp. Patterns sound like Pit, just that giant mouth from Star Wars. I couldn't come up with anything, so he has bug eyes. Stormwind the Soothsayer, that Vinden's rap song. I just wanted to name it something cool like that. Pepper Cactus. He cons that Gardevoir in that comic. Soft pillowcase made of feathers. Cloud9, floating on Cloud9. Scarface, he has a scar on his face, and I don't know what that's from. It's from some movie that I never watched. Snake Eyes, when you get 2 whatever and reroll dice. Artemis, Goddess of the Moon, Goddess of the Sun, or God, whatever, I don't know. Water Wiggles, those little water things. Water snakes. This is just a funny word, broth, and just look at that face and say broth. Bubba Gump, that shrimp thingy. Zoidberg kind of looks like it. Automatic. Alien Invasion. A thing that Uncle Joe showed me in 2009. Like little free game that came with his laptop or whatever. And I finally found out what it was called, and I found it again online, and it was called Automatic Alien Invasion. And I just wanted to name something after that, and I kind of vaguely reminds me of that. Epa Mutant in The Simpsons, when they get mutated, whatever, by the radioactive whatever in the water, they get like millions of eyes. And then Epa, they say Epa, and it's associated with it. Primordial Ancient. SB129, the SpongeBob episode with those kind of plants. Ancient Anomalucaris. Deadly Bug 2009 name I thought sounded so cool. Tanzaku, the spell tag, Japanese spell tag. Or the tags or whatever that you put on the things. 2013 dumb names. Those 2 are. And this is what it's based on, kind of. Blue Man Group. Couldn't think of anything. Inuit. Little Eskimo. That word's apparently offensive for his hockey mask Jason. Cubes. I don't know. Whatever. Harpoon. Just a vicious name, I don't know. Gandalf. Old wizard guy. It looks like old Ocean Heart from Titanic. That little blue pearl. Gem. The Abyss. When I first discovered gulper eels, and I was really into that, and this ocean that's in the Abyss area. Looks like the worm on a string. He's a wise old guy, and then teeth, wisdom tooth. Be Mine, Heart, candy doorknob. Looks like a doorknob, not really, but I don't know. It's like a door knocker thingy. Steelbot, an old dragon character that I had made when I was 9. Dark Dragon 2009 name. He's just a dumb little paperweight. In the Gardevoir comic, I think they were playing tic-tac-toe in a scene. I don't know. Metallica. It's made of metal. Like I said, these 3 are named. Pokemon Heroes, Bianca transforms into a Bianca. Jetix, that logo from that TV channel reminds me of it, and it's a jet shape. Leviathan, the ancient water beast. Terraform, that's actually a verb, but it just sounds like some terrain creature. Doomsday 2009 name that I saw based on a shiny Rayquaza I saw in a video and I thought it was the coolest name ever. Epic! Starchild, the child of the star. It's like one of those wacky waving arm flailing tube man things. Koopa Troopa. Spike from Land Before Time. The Earth. When it was all one. Its butt is on fire. Dante's Inferno. Infern. Never mind. Let's go ape. Not going crazy, and then it's a fighting type. Cozy Heart, Care Bear, cousin named Bear. That's like Penguin. Happy Feet, Mumble. Mumble Penguin, Romanov. It's like an emperor. The last emperor of Russia. Nicholas II. Betty Boop, Curl. Comic color, black and white. And it's like it with the eyes like an old cartoon. Nova, Star, Explosion. Crockett, Davy Crockett. The song, it looks like that would be his voice. Lumberjack Woodcutter, cuts wood. Symphony musical conductor, Figaro. Kimber the White Lion, looks like him. Luxury Ball, I associate with Luxray. Shadowboat 2009 name based on Super Skarmory, can't talk. Little P, just a tiny little poop. 2013 weird name. Saint Upid. Stupid. Hard Hat construction site. Buckethead. I don't know, I just wanted to name something then I couldn't come up with. Shovelhead. Blockade. Porridge. It looks like what I imagine porridge to look like in the Goldilocks thingy. I found that word really funny when teachers would hand out pieces of paper and call them leaflets. Confetti, I don't know, I just wanted to name something that. Cookie dough, ice cream. Tree stars from Land Before Time. What's with all these Land Before Time references? Elmo and Grouchland, it's trash. Bug spray, I don't freaking know, just, it's a bug. Hive mind, they all function as one item. Bow down to the queen. That mouse from Dumbo, I don't know. He eats peanuts or something. Even though it's a squirrel, not a mouse, I know. He has a life preserver. He's a lifeguard, not really. It looks like he has an absorbed twin that he absorbed in the room. Tip of cherry blossom thingy. Wings, water wings. Those little pillbox hat. Jackie Kennedy, the pink pillbox hat. He has 3 eyes. C6 slug in the city was a 2012 joke. Because there were slugs everywhere. And for some reason I started saying C6 slug in the city when we were on vacation in 2012 December, and sick, seasick, because it's an ocean water type. It's a joke. He's clumsy. He has thumbs on it everywhere. Air balloon in German. 99 left balloons or whatever. Blimp. It looks like a blimp. Cottontail Peter. Cottontail. Nesquik, the bunny, that's chocolate. I was gonna name it Cadbury because it's like the seductive bunny thing, but couldn't choose between. Haunted Mansion, the lady in the crystal ball. He looks like a head honcho, crime boss, whatever, gangster. I was gonna name it Gangster Paradise, but that's dumb. Cattail looks like cattails in a tail. It looks like our fat cat Num Nums. It looks like Pac-Man. Stinks. It looks like that's a sound effect when something stinks. It looks like a little Blu-ray disc. Notre Dame, bell tower. Oh my god. He's a fake crier. Just little acrobat, whatever, clown on the tightrope. In Pokepark, in the distance, in the first zone. This is Pokepark 2, I think. Yeah, it is. In the distance, in the water, there were these buoys floating, and they looked, and I thought they were Happinies just floating out at sea. Because they looked exactly like Happini. Treble clef. I should have done whatever that note is on the head, but whatever. That's like the most iconic music note from my childhood, I guess. Ghost host, Haunted Mansion crap. He's just a little baby, you know, take a bite of you, Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, just whatever, I want to name something that. He's a land shark. He recycles in the movie with the Deoxys. There's a character, I think, named Riley, and he's kind of based on the Lucario aesthetic. And then Riley. And then Sir Aaron from the movie. Sand dunes. Hungry Hippo. La Brea tar pits. He looks like he's covered in tar. Toothache. Teeth and the ache. Stinglash, the Bakugan character. Accordion. He looks like an accordion. What's the other word for accordion? He looks like he has band-aids. I just wanted to name something this. The Diva Blackaloo from the Fifth Element. Something blue it had to be. Spud from Care Bears. This is super old memory from when I was 5. Where the bad guy, his henchman, is feeding a little plant. This is just like a one-off episode character. And he grows into a giant Venus flytrap looking thing, and his name is Spud. And it always stood out to me, the word Spud. I have no idea, that's just a random parasol. Aurora Borealis learns like Aurora Beam, and it's like... I'm not gonna explain this again. No, at Plot Center, 2007, there were Pokemon plushes, and I was crying over them, trying to decide which one to get, because I felt bad, because I thought stuffed animals had feelings, and I felt bad for the underrated ones that they never got chosen. So I picked Natu and Mantike, really obscure ones that no one cares about. Mountains, no. Snowman, Abominable, Rudolph. Random villain name. UFO aliens. How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? He bulldozes. It's a jungle in there. What's even going on? Electric Diddy name. He incinerates burn fire name. Looks like the toothpaste brand, the fun kind that I had as a kid. And the fun packaging. Godzilla monster name. I think. Love that word. Like it. And I couldn't choose between that and Sorrel because it's like a fitting like little plant. And then there's also like this cat-like mythical creature that they called a brownie in the Dragon Rider book that I read when I was 8, and I don't know, it just seems fitting because it's cat-like and it's based on Sorrel. Again, dog, I'm so dead, I'm dying. Rhyme and Frost, Rhyme. That's what Geiger's name is allegedly based on, kind of. The guy who did the alien concept, whatever. Ice Age Meltdown. Mammoth Manny, Cyber Chase. He lives in cyberspace. Night didn't finish. He needs to go to the barbershop. He just has a pin on his head. He's a little tiny pinhead. We call him Pinhead. Shriek like a banshee. It has nothing to do with it, but it just reminded me of the word rotoscope. Diagon Alley. Like I said, crap. God. If I could name it right now, I would name this one 7-Up. I'll name this one Sprite, and I'll name this one Mountain Dew or something. This one I would name Tomorrowland. This one I would name Space Mountain. This one I would name Microwave. This one I would name Mother Earth or something. Or Gaia or Pangea. And just like nothingness, the void. And this one I would name Moonduck. Sea Prince. Prince of the Sea in the movie. And Oculus Rift, virtual reality, goes into your dreams. Scary.